And the quality performers in this race starts but doesn't end with Whittni Orton Morgan the defending NCAA cross-country champion. She's running unattached tonight, but has run for BYU. That's where she hailed from when she won that D1 National Championship just 2 weeks ago. One of her teammates, Courtney Wayment, wearing number 14 tonight, but North Carolina State, the team champions in Division I in cross country, have no less than 4 runners in this field. New Mexico, one of the top distance programs, they have a trio in this field, make that 4. Katie Izzo, a standout distance runner, she's in the field tonight. And Annie Rodenfels from the Boston Athletic Association going to be the pace setter this evening. She is wearing number 21. The pace scheduled to produce a time in the low 15s. And there is Rodenfels, 34 seconds for the first lap. Still Rodenfels in front. Again, looking at a 15-15 pace. And we'll take a look at ID some of those runners in the top half dozen, as we're basically single file running 149 through 600. And Whittni Orton Morgan sitting in third place with the nondescript kit on this evening. And a slight fracture in that locomotive between places number 7 and 8. And a switch in the BAA pace setters up front, as Orton Morgan still sits third. Wayment fourth.
She's in third.
Katie Izzo in fifth.
She's in nondescript. Yeah, the girl who they mentioned is in third place, so she's in the white nondescript now.
So again, Abby Wheeler currently in the lead, one of the pace setters from the Boston Athletic Association. And Annie Rodenfels sitting in second. 3:02 for the first kilo. Right on pace, maybe a little bit fast as that lead group now number 7 So again, Wheeler and Rodenfels, then Orton Morgan, Wayment, Izzo, and then Lauren Ryan from Florida State and Joyce Chmiel from Auburn. The group from NC State just a little further back, leading the chase pack. And they'll hopefully be able to work together and bring this group, maybe the number 7 now to 12 for a while before we lose our rabbits, Wheeler and Rodenfels. And leading the chase group, that's Hannah Steelman and Alexandra Hayes from NC State. Here's our lead group of 6, and currently just a couple strides off that group is Florida State's Lauren Ryan. So Rodenfels, 4:55, leads them across the line. Wheeler in second. Orton Morgan in third. Still, lead group of 6, single file running. Annie Rodenfels, Abby Wheeler from Boston Athletic Association, leading the way, setting the pace, looking for a 15:15 conclusion to this 5,000-meter elite field race. The first of 4 sections for the ladies over the 3.1 mile distance. And a little larger gap between 6th and 8th. That chase group of 4 with Lauren Ryan from Florida State sort of in no man's land right now between those two groups. Rodenfels, Wheeler, Orton Morgan, Wayment. See Kelsey Chmiel in that second group. She is one of the standouts from North Carolina State. And a little misstep near the rail. It looked like that was Lauren Ryan as she's being pulled into that second group. Rodenfels, Wheeler, Orton Morgan, Wayment, and then Katie Izzo and Joyce Chmiel. And then come the NC State runners, Steelman, Hayes in the chase group. They were 3:02 through the kilometer split. It's still Wheeler and Rodenfels setting the pace for that lead group of 6. That's through a metric mile and a half at the end of the back straightaway. Will be 2,500 meters. We'll be at the midpoint. 7:40, they're down to 15:20 pace. Or up if we're looking at it that way, slowed slightly, so 7:40 through 2,500. Still Wheeler and Rodenfels. Orton Morgan, Wayment, Izzo, and Chmiel. And then Steelman and Hayes for NC State. And then a little further back, a trio from New Mexico. And Whittni Orton Morgan moving out into lane 2. It looks like maybe she wanted to make a change in the leadership of this race. Also in the chase group, Adva Cohen from New Mexico and Maddy Denner from Notre Dame. $3K split right ahead. Wheeler moving out and pulling out of this race. 3 kilometers in 9:11. There goes Whittni Orton Morgan. So Wheeler has pulled out of the race, down to 1 pace setter. Annie Rodenfels, and we'll see how she feels as she continues with the race. And it's the 2 BYU connected runners up front. Orton, Morgan, and Wayment, and then Rodenfels. And then about 12 meters back to Katie Izzo. And here's the opportunity for the chase group to really close on what's left of that lead group that's now down to 3. Whittni Orton Morgan, the defending cross-country champion in Division I, running for BYU, tonight running unattached. Has her former teammate right behind her, Courtney Wayment. And then Annie Rodenfels, 15, almost 20 meters back to Katie Izzo. And then Joyce Chmiel. The trio still tight up front. Orton Morgan, Wayment, and Rodenfels. And now in 4th place, that is Chmiel, who has slipped past Katie Izzo for that spot. Through 3,800 meters. The next time by the 4K mark, it's still the BYU runners up front. $12:14 at 4K. Whittni Orton Morgan, Courtney Wayment, and Annie Rodenfels. Rodenfels was one of the pace setters from BAA early in this race. She has hung on. She's sitting in 3rd place. I was told that her training's been going well, so see how she can do after setting this early pace for Whittni Orton Morgan. Four laps to go. And hitting some lap traffic, that will play a part in how Whittni Orton Morgan can use that to her benefit. Down to 600 meters left at 13:26. And she's starting to put a little bit of a gap between herself and her teammate. from Brigham Young. While representing BYU, Whittni Orton Morgan went 19:25.4 to win the D1 National Championship by just under 4 seconds 2 weekends ago. She's looking for a fast 5,000 today. And she's 2 laps away at 14:02. Annie Rodenfels is now in second. Wayment slipped back to third. And moving well now, up into 4th place. Kelsey Chmiel coming up on the bell lap. Whittni Orton Morgan, 14:37. Rodenfels is right behind her, still pushing the watch each time she's passed the start-finish line. Wayment is in third. Rodenfels hasn't given up. She was the pace setter early on, pulling up alongside and passing Whittni Orton Morgan on the curve to the line. Gonna be under 13 or 15:10. Annie Rodenfels 15:08. Whittni Orton Morgan under 15:11. Third, Courtney Wayment 15:15. An outstanding women's 5,000 meter run. Fourth place goes to Kelsey Chmiel from North Carolina State. Annie Rodenfels' official time, 15:08.80. And there are the BAA teammates, Rodenfels and Wheeler. Wheeler stayed with it through 3,000 meters, helped trade off the pace-setting duties. And Annie Rodenfels, the plan was to set the pace of 15:20 and go through the 3K in 9:12, and they were right there. And like clockwork, you see Rodenfels looking down at her watch every time by, clicking off 200 meters. She hit that watch. So a great women's 5,000, the opening heat. You see the results. 2 under 15:10. And it took a great performance to get your name on the board up here in the top 10 at Boston University in any event. And both of those ladies will add their name to the top 10